Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bath Mat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series 86 Autobot Wheelie. And, I like this guy. It's pretty good. I mean, he's a pretty small figure, but, you know, so is Wheelie. So, yeah, I like him. Now, before I forget, box review. So, here's the baby box. He is a, I think, core class? Is that what they're calling him now? Yeah, hey, core class. Oh, and some kind of sticker that says it is 3.5 inches. Neat. So, here he is. There's the back. There's the bottom. On the inside, I don't remember there being anything worthwhile. I mean, you got I guess, kind of a display case, but not really. But, yeah. And so, whoosh. Now, let's talk about the figure, because overall, it's pretty good. So, here he is, and let's get a closer look. Now, here's the back, and yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, Wheelie is not the most popular Transformer in G1 or in live action. I can't really think of a popular Wheelie, but I remember hearing that a lot of people didn't like Wheelie because he rhymes a lot, if I remember correctly, which, to be fair, that does sound kind of annoying. But yeah, so I remember him being in the movie, but I don't remember him too much. It's been a while since I've watched the movie. But yeah, so I'm just happy to get a figure of him. Now, if you watched my Grimlock review, you might recognize that this is not exactly the first Wheelie they released. Which, if you haven't, you should go watch that. But this is the first Wheelie that they released, and it is terrible, in my opinion. Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be so bad if not for being trash. But, yeah, so it's not very poseable. It can only do one proper pose. And that is a slingshot pose like that. And that's neat. You can do the exact same pose with this guy. And have it also, like, I guess it doesn't look technically quite as good. But this guy can transform. He's a billion times more poseable. He's just better overall. So, yeah, now let's actually get into posability. But that actually does bring up a question. Why did they put this guy in the Grimlock box if they're just going to release this guy? Anyway. So, here is his posability. Actually, accessories. He comes with a slingshot. Yay. Now, posability. So, head on a ball joint. And also on a hinge. So you can have him look back. And it's for transformation. Then arms can do a full 360. They can go out that far and farther due to a hinge. This is as far as the ball joint goes, then the hinge. Then arm can bend that far forward and because it's a ball joint, can rotate around there. And it will also normally sit slightly bent unless you want it pegged in. But either way, it doesn't really matter to me. Waist doesn't really have a waist joint due to this flap going down, which is a little unfortunate, but doesn't bother me too much. Then you got forward that far, back that far because his butt flap gets in the way, out that far, 90 degrees of bend, and a ball joint so you can move that in any which way. Moving on down to the foot, you have a downward bend due to transformation, and nothing else. And so, yeah, this figures, it has a bit limited posability, but what are you going to do when you have it as small as it is? Overall, decent articulation for its size. Now, let's do some size comparisons. So, here he is with my previous review. And yeah, I'm sure you can totally see him. Jetpack Optimus Prime. Check that review out if you want to see my thoughts on that. And then here he is with the prime unit of measurement. Oops, knocked something over. And, well, they are pretty in scale, if I can remember correctly, which I might not be able to. And here he is with Batman. And let me see if I can find the live-action one that came with Shockwave real quick. Yep, can't find him. Oh well. He's just a really tiny rubber thing. And some of you might think I should edit that out, but I don't feel like it. So, now let's get to transformation. So first, straighten out the arms and tab them in like that. Then go to the back and grab him by the crotch, quite frankly, and bring all this back and in like that. Then go down to the legs, bend them halfway, straighten out the toes, rotate the legs inward, peg that together. Actually, if you are struggling to peg that in, you should bring this up and then bring the legs inward together, like that. And then they will be able to peg in just fine. And then this will slot down, like so. Then take the bottom part, bring that down, and then bring the arms back. And there you have Wheelie in his vehicle mode. Yeah, it's a thing. Looks like Wheelie did in the movie, if I remember correctly. And then you can take his his slingshot and, well, shove it up his exhaust port, shall we say. And, yeah, there we go. So overall, tiny figure. Good tiny figure, but, you know, nothing too crazy. And, yeah, that's about it. So, thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I will get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Oh, and if you're wondering, let's get this guy transformed. There we go. Meow. Bye.